Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, do you know what I'm going to talk about today? Today, I'm going to talk on a very important thing in maths. You have heard this many times that if you want to be good in maths, you have to be good with the formula as well. So, today, my video is entirely dedicated to a formula. And do you know what formula or which topic I'm going to take today? That is personally my favorite. This I have told many times, but yes, I'm going to say this again that my favorite topic is trigonometry till standard 10. Of course, if I talk on 11th and 12th, my topics are like my favorite topics are different, of course. But when I was in 10th, my favorite topic used to be trigonometry. So today I have chosen the topic trigonometry and I'm going to talk on the formulas of trigonometry because we have a lot of formulas in trigonometry. So here when I'm talking about the formulas of trigonometry, I'm just not going to confine myself till class 10. I'm going to cover as many formulas as possible of class 11 and class 12 as well. So let us start with the video. So as you know that my today video is going to be on formula. So yes, let us start with the formulas. So as you can see, I have written trigonometry and I'm going to cover all the formulas in today's video. So I'm going to start, but I just want to tell you one thing that if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so because you will be finding a lot many interesting things later on in the videos in this on this channel basically. So yeah, okay, let us start with our first formula. So before going to the first formula, I just want to tell you one thing that I'm going to draw here a triangle. Okay, I'm going to take a right angled triangle. Okay, because in trigonometry we basically talk about right angled triangles. Okay, so let us start. So this is our triangle, right angle triangle. All right. And yeah, you know that clearly this is a right angle triangle because one angle is 90 degrees, right? So yes, this is A, this is B, and this is C. And this is 90 degree. Now, you know that the very basic formula that I'm going to start on trigonometry is the first thing that you should know is Pythagoras theorem. I hope you know what is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is nothing but the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the perpendicular and base, and the square of base, of course. Okay, so I'm assuming that you already know Pythagoras theorem, which I'm going to write down here in case you don't know. So this is our Pythagoras theorem, which says that hypotenuse square is equals perpendicular square plus base square. I hope you know that if you have a right angle triangle, then the side which is present opposite to the 90 degree is always the hypotenuse. So let us denote hypotenuse by H, and this is our hypotenuse. This is clearly perpendicular and this is base. All right. Now, let us start with our first formula. What is sine theta? Okay. So, sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So, therefore, this will become perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now, let us talk about cosec theta. Okay. Why am I talking about cosec theta first? Because do you know that sine theta and cosec theta are reciprocal of each other? So let me write down cosec theta here itself. So cosec theta is just the reciprocal of sine theta. So this will become h upon p. All right. Next, the next is cos theta. So let us write down cos theta, and cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. And do you know what's the reciprocal of cos theta? It's sec theta. So let us write down the reciprocal here itself, and this will become hypotenuse upon base. Now, the last one is the tan theta. Okay. So let's write down tan theta. And this is perpendicular upon base. Okay. And what is the reciprocal of tan theta? So that is cot theta. So let us write down cot theta also. And cot theta is just the reciprocal of what I have written for tan theta, which is base upon perpendicular. All right. I hope that that is clear. Okay, now let us, okay, so as you can see, I have written here theta, right? What is theta here? So in this triangle, in this right angle triangle, this is our angle theta. So what is sine theta? P upon H. Cos theta, B upon H. And tan theta, P upon B. All right, as you can see, I have used another formula here only, that the relation between sine theta and cosec theta are just the reciprocal of each other. So I'm going to write down that formula as well. So this is our first set of formula. Let us write down the second set of formula. This is going to be very, very important for you. If you are watching this video, you can also take your notebook with you, and then you can start writing all the formulas along with me. That is going to be very, very helpful. All right, let us go to the second set of the formula. And the second set, in the second set, I'm going to just write down the relation between sine, cosec, tan, and cot, which I have already said, but I'm going to write down this again. So remember, the first one is that sine theta and cosec theta are reciprocal of each other. Sine theta is same as 1 upon cosec theta, or you can also say cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sine theta, which I'm not writing here. Okay, the next one is cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta, or sec theta is 1 upon cos theta. The next one, which is the relation between tan theta and cot theta, which is tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta. Okay, so this is our second set of the formula. Now, this is very much important to know that what is the relationship now between sine theta and cos theta, tan theta and sec theta, cosec theta and cot theta. So let us talk on that as well. Okay. Do you also know that, when I have written this formula, I'll just write down this as well, that if you will just do the cross multiplication, you will see that sine theta into cosec theta will become 1. So whenever you see sine and cosec together, they are getting multiplied. You can see the product. The answer is 1. Similarly, cos theta into sec theta, after doing a cross multiplication, you are going to get 1. And here, the same thing. Tan theta multiplied cot theta equals 1. And we have completed our second set of formula. Now let us move to the third set. So for the third set, okay, I'm just gonna cover now the very, very important 3 trigonometric identities, the most important trigonometric identities. So the first one is, everyone knows this basically, sine square theta plus cos square theta. In fact, I know that before even completing this formula, you already know the answer. The answer is 1. Let us do the second one. That is sec square theta minus tan square theta equals 1. The third one is cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals 1. Now I'm assuming that you are smart enough to make more formulas out of this. For example, if sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, that means you can also use the formula of sine square theta only, which will become 1 minus cos square theta. So you just need to shift here and there, and you can make more formulas. For example, from this one, you can make 2 formulas. Okay, this is the first formula. Except this, you can make 2 more formulas. The first one will be, what is sine square theta? And that will become 1 minus cos square theta. What is cos square theta? And that will become 1 minus sine square theta. So if you can see anywhere 1 minus sine square theta, you can just write down at the place of 1 minus sine square theta, cos square theta. Same way, 1 minus sine square theta, that is same as cos square theta. So I'm assuming that all of you, my audience, you are smart enough to make more formulas out of these three formulas. All right. Okay, so now we can move forward. And now we are moving to a very, very important formula, okay, which you should also know. And that is the quadrant formula, the quadrant, okay. So for that, I have to draw something. I have to draw the coordinates, okay. All right, I have not written one formula, which is very, very important for you. So I'm just gonna add that formula here. Yes, I can just add here the formulas. And that is, I hope you know that tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, very important formula. And because tan and cot are reciprocal of each other, so what will be the formula of cot theta? That will become just cos theta reciprocal. That means sine theta upon cos theta will become cos theta upon sine theta. All right, now let us go to our next set of formula, which is very, very important, where you will be understanding the coordinates first, and then you will be able to write down the formula. So this is our coordinate, okay? I hope you know that this has basically 4 quadrants, right? Okay, so this is our first quadrant, okay? All the 4 parts are called basically quadrants. This is called first quadrant. Then you have to move anti-clockwise. This is second quadrant. This is third quadrant. And this is fourth quadrant. Now, except this, you should also know that in the first quadrant, all the trigonometric identities are positive, okay? So you can just write down here that all are positive, or you can just write down like this, all positive. That's it. So when you are writing this, it will basically, it is going to help you in doing the formulas, which you are going to see afterwards. Okay, so in the first quadrant, all the trigonometric identities are positive. In the second quadrant, only sine and cosec are positive. Rest all are negative. So I'm not going to write down what are negatives. I'm just going to write down what are positives. So if I'm writing sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant, that automatically tells you that all the other trigonometric identities except sine and cosec are going to be negative. All right. So this is only sine and cosec. Okay, or I can just write on sine theta and cosec theta are positive. And if these two are positive, rest all are going to be negative. Now, the third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive. So let us write down the tan theta and cot theta are positive. Rest all are negative. In the fourth quadrant, it is automatically understood that in the fourth quadrant, only cos and cos theta and sec theta are going to be positive. Rest all are going to be negative. All right. Now, do you know that the first quadrant, the angle varies from 0 to 90? This is very simple, right? See, this is 0. If you are on this line, that means the angle is 0. And if you are moving to this is becoming 90 degree. I hope you know this already, right? But I'll just write down this for you, that the first quadrant, the angle varies from 0 degree to 90 degree. Okay. In the second quadrant, the angle varies from, as you can see, that the first quadrant, the last angle is 90 degrees. So in the second quadrant, the angle will start from this one only. So that is 90 degree to 180 degree. And the third one will start now from 180 degree, of course. So that is going to be from 180 degree to 270 degree. And the fourth one is going to start from 270 degree and which is going to end at 360 degree. I hope you already know this, that when you take a complete round, it is basically 360 degree. So as you can see here, I have also completed till 360 degree. Okay, now this you are aware of the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Now we are going to have a very long formula, which I'm going to start now. So the first formula, okay, now you will see a lot of formulas, okay. So I'm just going to take a very thin, line, okay. Yes, so the first is, what is sine of 90 degree minus theta? Remember that sine, okay, when you have sine, when you are doing 90 degree minus theta, the sine will become cos, okay. So yes, sine will become cos. And now, what is 90 degree minus theta? That means if you are doing 90 degree, just a second, if you are doing 90 degree minus theta, I'll just make you understand with the help of this quadrants. So 90 degree minus theta, meaning you are somewhere here. See, you are somewhere here, 90 degree, and minus theta, that means you are coming to the first quadrant somewhere, right? And in the first quadrant, all the trigonometric identities are positive. So that is why this will become just cos theta. Okay. Now let us talk the second one. What will be cos of 90 minus theta? So cos of 90 minus theta will become sine theta. Okay, this will become sine theta. Now let us talk on the next, which is tan of 90 minus theta. So tan of 90 minus theta. See, just like you saw that sine is becoming cos and cos is becoming sine, tan will become cot. Okay. So tan 90 degree minus theta will become cot theta. Now the next one, we have cot of 90 degree minus theta. So of course, cot of 90 degree minus theta will become tan of theta, right? Okay. Now let us talk the next. So we have talked about sine, cos, tan, and cot. Now we have to talk on sec and cosec. So sec and cosec are opposite of each other here. So sec of 90 degree minus theta will become cosec theta. Okay, and cosec of 90 minus theta, 90 degree minus theta is going to be sec theta. As you can notice here that all the formulas are basically positive. Why? Because 90 degree minus theta is nothing but the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, all are positive. So you don't need to worry about the signs if you are doing or if you are dealing with 90 minus theta. All right. It's just you need to remember, which I'm going to write down here for you, is that sine you will replace with, okay, sine and cos, they will get replaced with each other. Tan and cot will get replaced with each other, and sec and cosec will get replaced with each other. This is what you need to remember. Okay, so we have done with 90 degree minus theta till now. Now we have to also talk on 90 degree plus theta. Now, when we will talk on 90 degree plus theta, you can notice that if this is 90 degree, the second plus theta, that means you will reach to the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, all the trigonometric identities are negative except sine and cosec. That's it. So let us talk on now 90 degree plus theta. So I'm just considering this as the first part. Now let us do the second part. And in the second part, we are going to talk on 90 degree plus theta. So let us start with the 90 degree plus theta. So the first one, which is sine 90 plus theta. So sine will become cos, that you know, because we are dealing with 90. So this will become cos theta, right? Now you can see that this is sine, right? And we are going to the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, we have sine positive. So that is why the answer will also be in positive. Now let us talk about the second, which is cos of 90 degree minus theta. You know that 90 degree, so cos will become sine. But what about the sine? So here we have cos, and when we are going to, oh, I'm sorry, this is 90 degree plus theta. And when we are going to 90 plus, that means we are going to the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, you don't have to look at what formula you have to written. Written. Yes, you have to look that what is given in the question. In the question, we have cos, and cos in the second quadrant is negative. That is why in the answer, you have to write down negative sign. All right. Now let us move ahead. So now we will write down what is tan of 90 plus theta. Okay. So tan of 90 plus theta, as you can see here, the tan will become the replacement will be cot theta, right? And what is tan theta in the second quadrant? It's negative. So the answer is a negative. Now let us talk about cot of 90 degree plus theta. So clearly cot of 90 degree plus theta, cot and 90. So this will become first of all tan. And in the second quadrant, cot is negative. That is why this will become negative. All right. Now let us talk on sec 90 degree minus theta. And sec 90 degree, sorry, plus theta. Sec 90 degree plus theta, sec will become cosec. And you know that the sec in the second quadrant is negative. So that is why this will become negative. And now the last one is what is cosec of 90 degree plus theta. Okay, so this will become, cosec will become sec, and you know that now in the second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive. So this cosec is the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cosec is positive. That is why this is going to be just sec theta. All right. So we have covered 90 degree minus theta and 90 degree plus theta. Now let us move to 180 degree minus theta and 180 degree plus theta. Okay. Remember one thing, that when we will deal with 180 degree, whatever is given in the question, the trigonometric identity, the trigonometric function, in 180, the trigonometric function is going to be the same every time. So it's a very simple way to remember also the formula, that when you have 90 degree, you know the replacement. When you will deal with 180 degree, either minus or plus, the trigonometric identity is going to be same. If you have suppose sine 180 degree minus theta or even 180 degree plus theta, the answer will be in sine theta only. What you need to worry about is the sign. That's it. So let us talk on the next thing, which is 180 degree. All right. So let's start with the first one, which is what is sine of 180 degree minus theta. Let us first decide, when we are doing 180 degree minus theta, we are going to which quadrant, right? So 180 degree minus theta, as you can see here, right? So this is basically 180 degree, and 180 degree minus theta, that means you are in the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, only sine and cosec are positive. So only sine and cosec will be, positive, rest will be negative. Okay, so sine 180 degree minus theta, because we are dealing with now 180 degree. So sine will be sine only, and the sign is going to be positive. Why? Because we have sine theta, and in the second quadrant, sine is positive. Let us talk on cos. So cos 180 degree minus theta, the trigonometric function is going to be cos only, right? But what about sine? The sine is going to be negative. Why? Because this cos in the second quadrant is negative. Next, tan of 180 degree minus theta. So tan is going to be tan only, but in the second quadrant, tan is negative, so it's negative. I hope you understood this, right? So I'm going to write down the answer directly. So cot 180 degree minus theta is going to be negative cot theta. The next one, which is sec 180 degree minus theta. So sec is going to be sec only, and 180 degree minus theta, second quadrant, so negative. The last one, which is cosec of 180 degree minus theta, and that is going to be just cosec theta. All right. Okay, we have now completed 180 degree minus theta. So let us complete now 180 degree plus theta. Let me change the color and let's start. So now we will do sine 180 degree plus theta. So I want you to now imagine that when you are at 180 degree and you are doing plus theta, that means now you are going in the third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive, rest all are negative. So, and you are dealing with 180 degrees, so the trigonometric function is going to be the same. So this will become sine theta, but sine 180 degree plus theta, that means we are going in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant sine is negative, so that therefore negative sign. I'm going to use the same method and I'm going to write down the next formula. So cos 180 degree plus theta is going to be minus cos theta. Next, tan of 180 degree plus theta, which is going to be tan theta only. Why? Because we have tan here, right? And tan is positive in the third quadrant. So therefore, plus. Next, cot of 180 degree plus theta, right? And this is going to be, again, just cot theta, because in the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. Let us write down the next one, which is sec 180 degree plus theta, and sec is going to be sec only because of 180 degree. But what is the sign? The sign is going to be negative because in the third quadrant sec is negative. And this will become cos sec 180 degree plus theta, which is going to be negative cos sec theta. All right, now we have talked about a lot of formulas today, so I'm not going to make this video very long for you. It's not like you just watch the video half and then you leave it. No, I really don't want that. You've watched the video properly, okay, and completely. So that is why I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to make another part of this trigonometric formula in the next video, okay? So just let me know whether you have understood the formulas as well or not. It's not just about memorizing the formula every time. It's also about understanding it, okay? So in the end, I'm just going to tell you one trick. So, which I had studied. So I just want to share it with all of you. Okay, so the trick is that you know that sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, and then we have sec theta, and then we have cot theta, right? You know the formulas. I have already discussed on that perpendicular hypotenuse base, right? So let us understand how we can remember this with a trick, which I had learned. So sine theta, okay, this is only for all Indian followers. I know that the international followers I'm having, so they are not going to understand this. So yeah, I'm just considering this trick only for my Indian followers. Okay. Or I can say Indian subscribers. So that is going to be sine theta will become P upon H. And this is nothing but Papa Hello. Okay. So maybe my international followers will also understand this. So it's Papa Hello, and then it's Beta Hello. Okay. And what are the first words? B and H. So the formula is B upon H. And then we have Papa Hello, Beta Hello, and then Papa Bolo. And Papa Bolo is same as P upon B. I know this is very funny for some of you, but yes, this is what I had learned in my school. So I'm just sharing this with you all. So because you have understood that this is same as Papa Hello, Beta Hello, Papa Bolo, which is same as P upon H, and P upon B, for cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta, you don't have to do any trick, because you know that if you already know the formula of sine theta, which is Papa Hello, which is P upon H, you just need to reciprocate it. So H upon P, H upon B, and B upon P. So this was basically a trick for all of you. Okay, so I'm just gonna write down this trick in my favorite thing, which is a cloud. Yes, all right. So this is a trick of today's video. All right. And as you can see, I completed my video till 180 degree minus theta or plus theta, whatever it is. The next video, I'm going to start from 270 degree. So in the next video, we are not just going to cover 270 degree minus theta, 270 degree plus theta, or 360 degree minus theta, 360 degree plus theta. We are going to cover a lot of formulas because we have only covered less than half even. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to cover all the formulas. So in the next video I'll complete my trigonometric formula list. So I hope you like this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, everyone.